I'll start in 2 minutes time. Okay, so which department you belong to? Okay, operations, most of you. Okay. Okay, so I'll tell you, as an operations person, IT professional, supply chain professional, finance and procurement professional, how you can, marketing professional, engineering professional, how you can enhance your career using Lean and Six Sigma and the certification. Okay, can we change to the next question, please? Okay, great. Thanks a lot. Thanks for answering this question. So once again, welcome to the program. I'll introduce you to the company, then I'll introduce myself also. And this is a webinar, so you may not be able to see what others are writing, but I can see your messages here. So you can keep writing in the chat box. If you have any questions, then you can always ask questions in the question and answer, or you can also interact in the chat box. I'll keep looking at the chat box as I conduct the training, and I'll try to answer almost all the questions as we go along. And we'll be learning about DMAC, what is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. So if you ask me what is Lean and Six Sigma, I would say that Lean and Six Sigma is a way to improve your processes using project approach. So what is the definition of a process? Process is something which is repetitive in nature. And what is the project? Project is something which is one-time endeavor. Okay. So you are applying project approach to improve process. So whatever you are doing in your organization, you are part of a process. And your processes are producing some outputs, which are going to the customers. So customers are measuring your outputs. And if you're not doing well in some of the outputs, or you would like to improve some of the outputs, then you can take up improvement projects. So that's what Lean Six Sigma is about. I will explain this in more detail after a while. So we follow DMAC, define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. We'll be talking about that. And as we go along, we will also see some applications if time permits. Otherwise, at least we will do a project. Last half an hour, we'll do a project together. So once we understand some basic concepts of Lean and Six Sigma, we'll do a project together. And I will do a project and you can watch. We can't do it together because this is yellow belt training. But if you're a green belt, if you're coming to the green belt training, then I will do the project with you. So you also do the project along with me. But right now, this is an elementary training of yellow belt. So we will be happy. You can be happy when I demonstrate and you watch, because it's more about demonstration. Once again, a formal welcome. I think some more people have joined in, and some more people will be joining in the next 5 minutes. So we'll wait for them. Till the time, I'll do introduction, etc. Hi, welcome to Anexas. Anexas has been consulting and training the professionals in the organizations around the world since 2006, and we have trained more than 150,000 people and consulted for more than 500 organizations, which includes Fortune 100 organizations too.
I'm Amitabh Saxena, and I have designed this program based on my 30 years of experience while working in various industries across many domains. The whole Anexas team once again joins me in welcoming you.
Apart from Lean and Six Sigma, Green Belt, Black Belt, and Master Black Belt, we also conduct CPHQ. They are very popular, and a lot of people have benefited from these programs. About Anexas, we have been enabling individuals and organizations achieve excellence since 2006, almost 20 years now, trained more than 150,000 people, and also about myself a little bit. I will just talk about a little bit about myself because I'm the trainer, so you should know about me. So I'm a chemical engineer, MBA finance, and amateur poet also, and very hardworking. I completed the black belt training and certification long time ago in the year 2000, and since then I've been consulting, training, and doing projects in Lean and Six Sigma for lots of. Initially, when I became a black belt, there is a story I'll not like to talk about it here, but. Actually, I first 10 years I started with lean in fact operations. I was a production manager, and 10 years I worked in petrochemical companies, and then I became a black belt. And after that, there is no looking back. And these are other things which I have been involved in, guided more than 1,000 projects in multiple domains. So it has been almost 25 years now, being a Lean Six Sigma green belt and black belt, and total 35 years of experience in the industry. So yeah, so I've got a lot of things to share, but today I will not focus too much on my experience. I will just tell you about what Lean Six Sigma is, a brief introduction about what is Lean and Six Sigma. You too can achieve all these things and much more. Yeah, my team is telling some more people are yet to join. Well, I'll show you some photographs that I've been conducting training programs around the world. I started with Copenhagen in Denmark, and then after that, lots of programs in Europe, Middle East, India, and Australia. I also take pride in telling that I conducted the first ever Lean and Six Sigma Black Belt training program in whole of Middle East back in 2007 and 8. And that was incidentally for a hospital, and then for a petrochemical company. Everyone knows about Aramco. It's the very largest, biggest petrochemical company in the world. So I did a program for them as well. Yeah, some more photographs from different locations and awards and TV shows also. I have appeared on various TV shows.
I am Shekhar Suman, and I wish to
I think that gives
congratulate
you a little
all
bit
the
of
Six Sigma
confidence
certified
that
black belt from Anexas. All the best.
conferences like
On
like
21st of May 2019, I'm going to speak in American Society of Quality's World Conference.
I have spoken about my projects, lots of projects I have completed.
It's an honor to have railways,
Railways, Saudi Railways, American Railways, they are all my clients. And yeah, so written articles in Indian newspapers, Gulf News, Middle East, and also Australian newspapers. I've got a PR of Australia, but most of the time you'll find me in Middle East because most of our clients are in Middle East, including Ministry of Health. And this is Dr. Tariq Alama, Deputy Health Minister. Now today, Dr. Mohammed Abdul Ali, the Deputy Health Minister, he has been our participant of the program, and he has supported us a lot. So yes, so now let us look at the Lean and Six Sigma benefits. What are the benefits you will achieve if you apply or implement Lean and Six Sigma? So as I saw in the beginning, most of the people are not aware about Lean Six Sigma. So let us start with ground zero. Can you tell me what are the similarities you can find here in these bullet points? A manufacturing company improves production by 30%. A hospital reduces discharge time of patients from 3 hours to 15 minutes. 64% reduction in recruitment cycle time in a multinational company. Hotel improves customer experience and increases bookings to almost 2 times. A bank reduces errors and cycle times by 80% with enhanced customer satisfaction index, and insurance claims time reduced by 70%. Can you tell me what are the things, what are the common points you see here in these bullet points? And let us see who answers it first. You can write in the chat box. Yeah. Performance improvement, Mohammed is telling Faisal, Shobit, Survajit, Ojali, yes, Sheikh, Lillian, Saqib. Okay, thanks for answering these questions. I can't read out everyone's name. Rafiq, Dibya, yeah, Akash, Chalamuri. Thanks for that. Yeah, so it means that you're watching and listening. I just wanted to check whether people are listening to me. Yes, that's great. Thanks a lot for answering, and all of you are right. And one more thing, one more addition, I will say that they're all Lean and Six Sigma improvement projects. They are Lean and Six Sigma improvement projects. So in the beginning, before lots of people joined in, I was talking about this, that what is Lean and Six Sigma? It is project approach towards process improvement. Okay. So what do you mean by that? See, think of any organization. Imagine any organization. It consists of multiple processes. And if I take a very core process of any organization, think of your organization. Instead of taking any example, think of your organization. You have inputs. If you are a manufacturing organization, you have raw materials and people, employees, SOPs as the inputs. If you are a hospital, then in that case, you have got, again, the staff members, patients data, that is the input. If you're a bank, same is the case. The inputs get processed over a series of process steps, and they deliver an output. An output is either a product or a service. It is either a product or a service, right? The outputs are consumed by the customers. Customers consume the outputs. And you have got suppliers. Suppliers are giving the inputs. And then you have got a planning or strategy team, which takes the feedback from the customers, and also demand of our products and services from the customers. And it processes that information and informs the suppliers to supply the inputs. And also it tells the different the processes and operations to make changes in their parameters, operating parameters, so that they can satisfy the customers. So this is how a typical organization operates. Okay. So what do we mean by project approach towards process improvement? See, whatever the customer receives, customer always measures the output. Outputs could be measured, like common measures are cycle time of delivering that output, errors in delivering that output, or cost of delivering that output. These three are very, very common measure. The time, errors, defects, and costs. These are the three common measures. Apart from that, lots of measures are there, like weight of the product. If you are at a hospital, then it could be infection rate. So multiple CTQs, we call it, as KPIs are there on your output. If you are not performing well in any of those outputs, in any of your measures, if you are not performing well, you can take up an improvement project. So take an example. Suppose your waiting time of your customers, waiting time is one of the measures of your output. If the waiting time is high, waiting time should be, let's say, KPI is waiting time should be less than 15 minutes. But if you see your performance is at 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you can take up an improvement project so that you can improve your process. Project, what is the definition of a project? Definition of a project is it has got a starting point and end point. It is one-time endeavor. What is a process? Process is a continuous process, continuous set of activities repeated over the period of time. So if I take an example of, let's say in hospital, patients are patient treatment process. Waiting time is one of the measures. So I can take up an improvement project to reduce waiting time of patients from 30 minutes to 15 minutes by June 30th, by 30th June. Waiting time to be reduced from 30 minutes to 15 minutes by June 30th. Now, this could be a project. It is one-time endeavor and it will improve the process. Why we are targeting the process? Because problems are not in the people, problems are in the process. So think of this as a system. This is also known as systems map. Systems map, very common and popular name is value stream map, also known as value stream map. Are you with me up to here? I'll be a little fast because I want to give you a lot of information in the 2-hour time. So please let me know in case you are not understanding anything. If I'm too fast, then in that case, I can, slow down. So some of you got this. So SIPOC, acronym is SIPOC. So usually we do a SIPOC. See, SIPOC is actually the offshoot of the value stream map. Offshoot of a value stream map. So please remember, value stream map is something like this. You create a value stream map of your organization, of your department. You can create a value stream map. Often you as an individual too. You have got, as an individual, you have got your customers like family, your boss, your company, your society. Your outputs are your salary, the work, and taking care of the family. And there are measures there. Salary measure is there. Satisfaction rating of your family. All these things are measures. So you can create a value stream map of yourself also. But let's not talk about that right now. We are talking about the organizations. So here you create first a value stream map of your department which you want to improve. Whatever department, whatever company you want to improve, you create a value stream map. Identify the measures which are important from customers' perspective by collecting the voice of customers. And then identify which areas you are not doing well and choose projects. I hope you got this. So you have to choose projects. So you are choosing the projects. Now what to do with these projects? Okay, let me tell you. Now, these are different things, different clients. Where I'll not talk too much about it. We have done Lean and Six Sigma implementation of multiple companies, lots of companies. And as an organization, more than 600 clients, we have got almost all domains. Lean Six Sigma is applicable everywhere. What does it do? It reduces the cost, reduces the defects, reduces the waste, reduces the rework, reduces the cycle times, improves the quality, improves the production efficiency, productivity. Yeah, all these things. Now, yeah, let me use my video. So,
hi, I'm a huge improvement in.
Done in various organizations. So, what does Lean and Six Sigma bring it for you? Lean and Six Sigma reduces the costs, reduces the defects, wastes, rework, cycle times in a company. It also improves the quality, production efficiency, productivity, customer satisfaction, capacity, profitability, and resilience. And which CEO would not love a person who can help the company achieve all these things? So, well, Lean and Six Sigma green belts and black belts are those individuals who can do improvement projects in the organization by choosing improvement opportunities and converting these improvement opportunities into projects. It all started in Motorola.
So, see, Motorola started this and they started doing these projects first and they found excellent results. So GE copied them and then they spread it all around the world. Let us understand what is Six Sigma, Lean Six Sigma. But before that, let me talk about the belts because some of you might be getting confused with what is this yellow belt, green belt, black belt, master black belt. So when you think of improving your processes in the organization, see, everyone wants improvement. Your senior management wants improvement. Your CEO wants improvement. Everyone wants improvement. Now, it's very difficult to show improvements. No, we keep talking about it, but how to achieve improvements? The best way is to do projects. Now, as a yellow belt, you generally know what is Lean Six Sigma, but you can't do the project. You are aware of some basic tools and techniques, but you can't execute the project. You can support a green belt if you have a green belt in your organization. You can support him as he does the project. But as a green belt, you are able to do a project, a 3 days training, a green belt attends, or it could be 3 days full days training, or it could be half hour, sorry, 2 hours over the period of evenings. That's how we do our training programs. We do on Saturdays and Sundays, or sometimes Fridays and Saturdays. So we have got multiple batches running, and these are live sessions. And if you want to join, you can always join. So green belts are the people who are capable of doing projects. They know Lean Six Sigma tools and techniques. Black belts know some more tools and techniques, advanced tools and techniques, highly statistical tools and techniques. They can solve quality problems, complex business problems. They become masters of business process improvement. And there's a huge opportunity, huge requirement of black belts and master black belts today in today's industry, because their job cannot be taken over by chat GPT. Their jobs cannot be taken over by AI. AI can assist you. Of course, as a black belt, AI will assist you, but you can't be replaced because you are there to improve the process. Now, ChatGPT can't improve your process, right? You have to do a project. So black belts and green belts, black belts and master black belts are very much in demand. And if you tell in an interview that along with an engineer, along with a nurse, along with a doctor, along with a chartered accountant, or whichever marketing professional, along with being a marketing professional, you are also a green belt or a black belt, your value enhances because they know that you are capable of improving your processes. You are capable of improving the organization's processes. So that is why green belts and black belts are very much in demand. Now, who are master black belts? They have attended 3 more days of training, 3 to 4 days of training, and they have demonstrated the facilitation skills, training skills. They can do training for green belts and black belts. They can guide projects for green belts and black belts as they do the project. So master black belts can roll out Lean and Six Sigma in an organization. So Lean and Six Sigma, actually the highest, you can say in hierarchy, the belt is the master black belt. You can also become a master black belt by attending first a 3 days training of green belt, then black belt and master black belt. Over the period of 3 to 4 months, you can become a master black belt. We are one of the few companies which conducts the master black belt training program also. And our master black belt certification, black belt, green belt, and yellow belt are accredited worldwide or accepted by all the companies. We are accredited to different organizations. Although we were present much before these accrediting organizations came into being, but nevertheless, once they came into being, we got associated and accredited by them. So all these trainings are accredited. So your certifications are valid worldwide. So I think this part is clear. Who are green belts, black belts, and master black belts? So three days of training. Also, as I told you, I conduct a full-time. Full-time means face-to-face training like this. Face-to-face, if you have an organization and if you want me to conduct the training programs and do projects also. So in organization, simultaneously you do the projects. So typically a master black belt like me, they conduct the Lean and Six Sigma training in your organization. We train you as a green belt and black belt, and they do the projects and present their projects to the senior management. So a batch of, let's say, 20 people, if they do around 5 to 6 projects, you can imagine in 6 months, lots of processes get improved and a lot of money is saved. So whenever green belt, black belt project is executed in the company, most probably some money is saved, or there are some intangible benefits which green belt and black belts can deliver as they do the projects. I hope you are with me. I hope I'm not too fast, because as I said in the beginning, a lot of people have joined in very recently. So I just told that I will be speaking a little fast. And if you want me to slow down, I'll be able to slow down. Or if you want to make me to speak faster, then in that case, again, I can do that also. Well, those of you who are just watching it, like this video is being recorded. So in case you want to watch the recording, I hope this video is recorded. I'm just checking with my team. So yeah, so if you want to watch it later on, you can watch it. It will be available on our YouTube channel, Anexas channel. Please subscribe to that channel also. That helps us to continue these free trainings on a longer basis. So having said that, now let us understand. Okay, one more thing before I forget. Some of you, so if it is a face-to-face training is for the companies, when I conduct the training program in the physical classroom, I also do trainings in Dubai, Riyadh, Jeddah, Copenhagen, Melbourne, Bangalore, different cities, depending on when these batches are. But some trainings are online training, live online training, just like the way I'm doing right now. Right now, you are in a webinar, you can't interact with me. But when we have a green belt or a black belt training, generally we do a training for 15 people at the most. And then we interact with each other. We also do a project together. Today, I'll be showing you a project. I'll be doing the project. You may not be required to do anything. You have to just watch. But when you are in the green belt and black belt training, we do project together. We give our feedback also to you. So you master these tools and techniques. There is another way of attending our training program. If you want, you can always do a self-learning course. So self-learning course, you can register. And when you register for self-learning course, you can always, that will be very less costly, obviously. But yeah, it's a self-learning. So if you are self-motivated, you can do that. For that, still on Saturdays, every Saturday, we interact with you in a live session. We also do a project together for those who are doing a self-learning course. The best way to do is online, faced online virtual training like the way we are doing. You learn the best. That's highly recommended. Okay, now let us look at what is Lean and what is Six Sigma. So how many of you are from healthcare? If you can just tell me, just write yes if you are from healthcare. So I will take some healthcare examples also. How many of you are, yeah, so if I see lots of people are from healthcare, I will take healthcare example, because I saw in the beginning there are a lot of people from healthcare. How many of you from manufacturing? So you can, okay, construction. You can write your, I can take a sample, although I took a sample in the beginning, but many more people have joined in now. So I see engineering, manufacturing. Okay, so here, there's like right now a mixed batch of people, aviation also. I've done lots of trainings in the aviation industry too, banking to healthcare to. The good news is all these tools and techniques are applicable to all industries. The tools and techniques which we are going to learn today are applicable to all industries. So for example, first we learned the value stream map. Value stream map can be done for all industries, all processes. Now let us try to understand Lean and Six Sigma separately. And then whatever world uses today is Lean and Six Sigma both. Lean is about mapping the process by doing Gemba walk. Gemba means what? Okay, Gemba means go to the workplace, go to the place of action and map the process. Map the process means you identify how the people are doing the job. Yeah. Mapping the process. And then, so first Gemba, then map the process. Yeah. And then identify the waste, identify waste in the system. Now, what is this waste? Waste is something which is not adding any value to the customer. Any step which is not adding any value to the customer. Now, you will be surprised to know that 90% of our time in the organization is spent in wasteful activities. Wasteful activities. I'm not talking about waste of like just talking to each other here, then not, no. Wasteful means walking, filling in a form, waiting time. These are all wastes. Yeah, these are all wastes. There are 7 wastes identified, 7 or 8 wastes. Nowadays they call 8 wastes. Earlier it was 7 wastes. Now 1 waste of intellectual waste has been also added there. So there are 7 to 8 wastes which you need to identify in your process. And then you say, well, this needs to be removed. This needs to be removed. This can be combined. We call it as escape technique, escape. You ask 5 questions on every step. Ask 5 questions on every step. Can I eliminate this? Can I simplify it? Can I combine? E means eliminate, S means simplify, C means combine, A means automate it, and P means can I do it in parallel? So once you do a process analysis, so what we are doing is process analysis and trying to identify, and you'll be surprised to know that the process which you are following was designed 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. People are blindly following it. When you do a process analysis, you'll find why you are doing this activity. If you ask your people why we are filling this form 2 times, people say, well, I know it is of no use, but no, that's the policy here. That's the process here. You can identify the waste very easily. Okay. Analyze the process and then remove waste and make a should be process, a new process. Totally new process. That is what is in short lean. You apply certain tools in this called Pokayoke. I will describe what is Pokayoke. Pokayoke means mistake proofing. Even by mistake, you cannot commit a mistake. I will give some examples. I see people are from manufacturing and healthcare. I'll try to give both examples equally. So don't worry about it. Banking also. Yeah. But yeah, if I take any one example, you will be able to understand the concept. So I don't have to repeat those examples for every industry. Better learn more tools rather than learning how this tool is applicable to various industries. It's very, very easy and simple. Pokayoke, mistake proofing. Mistake proofing means even by mistake, you cannot commit a mistake. Sorry, mistake proofing. You write mistake proofing. Or idiot proofing or a fool proofing. You also say fool proofing. Even a foolish person cannot commit a mistake. It is also known as fool proofing. So apply this concept. So apply this concept of Pokayoke at various points so that no mistakes happen. Then you remove the waste and you will reduce the cycle time and improve the quality of the process. Okay. So that is what, you do. Very in short, this is a yellow belt training. So I'm just telling you everything in short. Of course, you have to join my sessions, full length sessions to become a green belt. But right now, as a yellow belt, you should know that lean is about reducing the waste. So there are different ways like overproduction, waiting time, transportation, overprocessing, inventory, rework, rejection, underutilized resources. Let me take some examples. Yeah, these are the 7 wastes. Waste of intelligence, waste of scrap, waiting, inventory, motion, transportation, overproduction, and overprocessing. Yeah. You can remember them by, like you can say, it says, I swim to, I swim to in the river of waste. That's what they say. Everyone is drowned in the river of waste. I swim too. Everyone is swimming in the river of waste in our company. Every company we are talking about, not only a specific company, every company. You'll find a lot of waste is there. They also call it as Tim Woods. If you rearrange those words in a different way, you can say Tim Woods. Or there's another short form for this, downtime. Whatever you choose, whatever you like, you can remember. These are the 7 or 8 wastes. Okay. Let me take some examples. Some wastes are obvious wastes, but some are hidden wastes. Okay. You'll be surprised to know how they are hidden. So I'll just quickly move ahead because see, this I did for one of the hospitals. So if you see blood test processing time, there are lots of, you know, walking to the OPD is not adding any value. What is the value the patient wants? Value of the patient wants from the blood test is they want to know the health status. They want to know their status of the health. That is the value. So first you think about the value. What is the value customer is looking for? I want to know the status of my health. That is why I'm doing the blood test. But you are telling me to walk to OPD, it is of no use to me. It is not adding any value. Registration is not adding any value. Walking to lab is not adding any value. These are all waste. These are all waste. You'll be surprised to know these are all wastes. Okay. Only two value-added activities are there. Okay. So how can I reduce these activities? How can I reduce these activities as much as possible? So we'll brainstorm and then try to reduce them as much as possible. Waste of intelligence. Now, some people might be wondering, how can you say waste of intelligence? What do you mean by waste of intelligence? First one, if you remember, the first waste, I hope you still remember, first waste of intelligence. There are intelligent people in your organization, highly qualified, but they are doing some non-value-added activities, checking the emails, approving. The people feel very happy in approving something. It doesn't require any intelligence. You're just following certain rules. You were not, you see, you studied so hard. You have so much of knowledge, so much of experience. It is not to be used for just approving something. It is a waste of your intelligence. You should be doing research. You should be doing some new improvements. You should be giving new directions to your team members, motivating them, passing on your knowledge to each other. That is what value added is. But you are approving. Sometimes you are just walking around. You are just trying to check the emails, attending a meeting which is of no use. Some meetings are important, but most of the meetings are not non-value added activities. These are all wastes present in your companies. Yeah, so I'm talking about this waste. So in hospital, example would be here, one of the hospital determined that 80% of the nurse calls are housekeeping in nature. Means when a patient is calling the nurse, 80% of the time he's calling for my pillow cover is dirty, my bed sheet is dirty, something like that. It is waste of intelligence of the nurse. Nurse is there to treat you, give you medicine and dose. If you keep asking and disturbing her for all these things, it is waste of her intelligence because this job can be done by someone else. It is waste of her intelligence. Also, it hampers in her or his or her important activity. So that is a waste. So such waste is present everywhere. So using lean techniques, we were able to double the cardiology lab capacity. We were able to reduce the diagnosis time, exam time, reducing the signatures of approvals. Not lot of processes of multiple signatures unnecessarily. These are all examples of application of lean. So idea is to reduce the waste and add the value. There are some more examples: unnecessary process or motion, unnecessary waiting, unnecessary transport, errors, unnecessary stocks, etc. And any person who's underutilized or overutilized, both are waste. Both are important. Both are waste. Underutilization as well as overutilization. Underutilization of equipment also is a waste. Yeah, on a funny note, cost of 5-minute empty walk. Yeah, or a surgeon is waiting for the operation theater to get ready. It's waste of his intelligence. Some other examples. So if you calculate the walk to elevator and elevator weight, etc., it runs into, if you have 200 nurses multiplied by $12, multiplied by 365 days, runs into millions of dollars. Just a simple activity wastes so much of money. So how do we reduce it? By designing the workplaces. So we identify the movement of people using spaghetti diagrams. Okay. So we do a spaghetti diagram. We trace the movements of people. Let's say this is the first floor of the hospital. We see how people are moving. And if you see a lot of people are moving from department A to department B, we can change the layout of the department so that it reduces the walking time. Walking time is waste of employees' time and also customers' time. Yeah, so I was talking about the Pokayoke concept. One good example of Pokayoke is mistake proofing. Mistake proofing means even by mistake, you will not burn the rice in the rice cooker because it automatically switches off. Yeah, so we can apply such techniques in every industry. A SIM card has a cut. If you see, look at the SIM card, there's a cut mark on the corner so that you don't insert the SIM card in the wrong manner in your mobile. So that is your Pokayoke mechanism. Some other Pokayoke mechanisms are given here. You don't operate beyond some particular limit, even by mistake. Abnormal values are rejected automatically. Oxygen and nitrogen cylinders cannot be connected to each other. Even if you want to connect, you can't because their connectors are different. So you can't connect an oxygen cylinder to a nitrogen cylinder. So that is mistake proofing or fool proofing. Some other examples of Pokayoke are given here. So I hope you got the picture of what is lean. Although this time I took a healthcare example, but next time I will take other tools. I will explain using manufacturing examples. By the way, all these tools are applicable equally to manufacturing, services, banking, logistics, IT industry, marketing, everywhere. We have got lots of examples. And if you want to learn more about these concepts, lean in marketing, you apply that. Lean in banking. Look at your ChatGPT. You will understand. You will come to know a lot of information. So this program will give you a little bit of direction for self-learning too. And if you want to learn more, you can always join my training sessions. Now, coming back to the Six Sigma part. Okay. So what first 1 hour I'll be taking very simple things. I'll clarify some of the initial basic concepts for you, and little bit towards the end, I will try to give you some statistical concepts also, as a green belt or a black belt, what exactly they do, so that you know what green belt and black belt is all about. Okay. So up to here, you are with me? Yeah. So some people are asking, you have to stay. Yeah, you have to stay here, and then you have to, we'll send you the link. We'll give you a link. You have to go to that link to get your certificate. So after that, you can get your certificate. Yeah. Okay, now let us look at the Six Sigma part. Okay, Six Sigma part. Six Sigma is about reducing the variation. So I promised I'll now see, this could be true for hospital also. This could be true for manufacturing also. I'll take a simple example of manufacturing industry. What is, say, okay. If you remember, I had drawn a picture of customer, and then there's an output, goes to the customer. I hope you still remember. Yeah. And then you had a process here, process A, B, C, D. I hope you still remember, right? This output, customers makes a judgment about our output based on certain measures. You cannot improve if you cannot measure. And everything can be measured. I'll tell you how. But before that, let us understand importance of measures. These measures, which are important from customers' point of view, we call SCTQs. In Six Sigma, we call it as critical to quality characteristics. Critical to quality characteristics. Also called as KPIs. Okay. we can call it KPI. CTQ with a target becomes a KPI. So let us say you are manufacturing chocolates. And one of the measures of our output of our product is weight of the chocolates. Okay. Weight of the chocolate. Now what we will do, instead of, okay, I'll continue with this. Let us say, see, always customer specifies for each measure. They specify weight should be 100 grams plus minus 5 grams. Okay. This is the specification limit. So whenever there is a specification by the customer, we have two limits, upper specification limit and lower specification limit. Okay. Upper specification limit and lower specification limit. Yeah. When we can represent it like this. LSL and USL. What is the upper specification limit here? 105 grams. What is the lower specification limit here? 95 grams. I hope you understood from where I'm getting these limits. If you have not understood, please let me know. Yeah. Okay. This is 95 and this is 105. So you have to make chocolates within this range. But is it possible to make every chocolate at between 95 to 105? Yeah, it is possible. Ideally, you should be making how much? 100 grams. But always you will not be able to get 100 grams. Some variation will be there. So most of your chocolates will be 100 grams. But sometimes they will be like this. Some will be more. Some will be here. Now, as long as you are operating like this, we will say your quality is perfect. You are not going below the lower specification limit and you are not going above the upper specification limit. We will say that your quality is perfect. 100% quality. There is no error. There is no defect. Is there any defect? Any chocolate is going beyond 105? No. Any chocolate going below 95? No. Below 95, customer will be unhappy that you are giving me less chocolate. Above 105, the owner of the factory, he would be unhappy that you are giving too much chocolates. So you should be within these specification limits. So we say that you are not making any mistakes. But every time this is not the case. Sometimes you will be operating like this. Your machines, your people, your processes are not good. 10% of your chocolate are above 105 and 10% of your chocolates are below 105. Means 10% and 10% means 20% of your chocolates are defectives. 20 out of 100 are defectives. In 1 million chocolate, how many defectives will be there? 200,000 defectives. We call it defects per million opportunities. DPMO. Defects per million opportunities. Okay. So we measure the quality in terms of defects per million opportunities. Now, 20% mistakes means you are making 200,000 defects in 1 million opportunities. Some service example could be like in a bank, if people are waiting, if you should not wait beyond, let's say, 30 minutes. If you are waiting beyond 30 minutes, it's a defect or an error. I check 100 customers and I find 20 customers are waiting beyond 30 minutes. So it is same. How many DPMO I have got? 200,000 in 1 million customers. Okay. Now, there is a sigma levels. Okay. Now, we are not going to the different calculations of sigma levels right now. This is a yellow belt training, so you don't have to really work so hard. But I'll just tell you, as the sigma level increases, like sigma level, as it increases, your DPMO reduces, defects per million opportunities reduces. Okay. So just tell you, at 3 sigma level, defects per million opportunities. So there is a table, this table, you can go to Google also, and you can easily find that out. So it's not, or you can also use ChatGPT to find this table. But these tables are available everywhere. And let me pull out one table for you. So this table indicates, let me share this screen. Yeah. This table, which I'm going to just share, I think, not sure why it is not. Yeah, just okay. So, yeah. So these tables are there. Like, for example, this is the sigma level. As the sigma level increase, let's say 3 sigma, you are at 66,800 defects per million opportunities. Okay. At 1.5 sigma, you are at 500,000 defects per million opportunities. 500,000 defects per million opportunities, 50% defects. Here, 6.6% defects. You are at 3 sigma. At 4 sigma, you are having a 0.62% defects. And at 6 sigma, you are having 0.000034 or 3.4 million. 3.4 million defects per million opportunities. 3.4 million. Means as your sigma level increases, 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. 6 sigma, you are at 3.4 in million opportunities. 3 sigma, if you remember, 66,000 defects per million opportunities. Yeah. So this is how approximate numbers I am giving. As your sigma level increases, your defects reduce. So what is 6 sigma process? 6 sigma process is a process which produces only 3 defects in 1 million. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to always aim for everything can be not a 6 sigma, obviously. So you have to measure your process level, what is your performance? If you are producing 50%, 50% customers are dissatisfied, you are at 1.5 sigma. Increase your level to, let's say, 2.2 by increasing your customer satisfaction level from 50% to 75%. So you will reduce the errors or the defects. So overall, 6 sigma means you are almost producing no defects. Now, these are all, you will say, theoretical things. How can we achieve almost zero error? So, my dear friends, a lot of projects have been completed where we have reduced the errors and the defects to almost zero. Not necessarily every time, but at least, see the defect also, the definition of the defect also depends. Sometimes organizations, they don't need so much of improvement, right? So first what you do, you identify, so I will come back to now 6 sigma, like I was trying to explain the 6 sigma process. If your chocolates are being produced, everything is like this. Everything is within those specification limits. You are producing almost zero error. Very less error, 0.00034, very less error. That means it's a very good process. And if you're somewhere like this, variation is there, too much of variation is there. That means there is the issue. You need to reduce the variation. So reducing the variation is what Six Sigma does. So lean reduces the waste, Six Sigma reduces the variation, and both of them together do wonders in the company. And who are able to achieve those wonders? The green belts and black belts by doing DMAC projects. Okay. Because many of you are totally new, I will not go into the, I'll not, so Rohan is asking, the value of DPMO increasing, it means defects are increasing. Yes, defects are increasing and sigma level is reducing. Defects increase, sigma level reduce. Defects reduce, the sigma level increases. Yeah. Okay. Now, how to calculate the sigma level? There's a method to it. There's a method of defining a defect also. I will not cover this in yellow belt because it's a preliminary training program for you. So I think that's good enough for you to understand the sigma level. But more importantly, how would you do that? How would you reduce the waste? How do you reduce the defects in your process? Okay. Let us do a project. Okay. So what we do, and along with this, depending on how much time we have, I'll try to teach you some more tools and techniques as much as possible. So as we do the DMAC project, define, measure, analyze, improve, and control, I will also keep teaching you tools. If you are willing to learn some complicated tools also, I'll be happy to teach you that also. Depends on how you are responding. You should not feel, okay, oh, it's complicated, etc. It's actually Lean Six Sigma is complicated, but we will simplify it. That's our power. And that is why we are known for. We have simplified Lean and Six Sigma for many industries, and a lot of industries have achieved great benefits. So let us do a project. Okay. So what we will be doing? We'll be following phases, 5 phases: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Now, some of you will get confused. What is this DMAC? So let me give a simple day-to-day life example first, because I see 60% of you are totally new to Six Sigma. So I'll try to make it as simple as possible in the beginning, and then we will complicate the matters in the last half an hour. Okay. So let me now jump to the, sorry for this. Yeah. So now let us do a project. And as we do the project, we'll learn the tool and we'll keep applying those tools and techniques. So we'll learn a tool and apply this to our project. A company wanted to reduce the recruitment cycle time. Okay. Now, if you want to reduce the recruitment cycle time, you can do it as a Six Sigma project. When you are doing a Six Sigma project in the define phase, you form a team. So as I was telling, let me first explain this in a very simple example. What is DMAC? Then we will do the project. If I were to give a very simple example from day-to-day life, let us say I want to improve my health. Okay. I want to improve the health. Now, you can't improve the health, as I said earlier. You cannot improve if you cannot measure. So what are the measures of health? There are lots of measures of health, your weight, your blood pressure, lots of things. Let us take one measure, weight. Actually, this was the reality. I'm talking about 8 years ago. I did this project. In the define phase, we write a problem statement and a goal statement. In the defined phase, we write a problem statement and a goal statement. Problem statement is that my weight was 90 kg. The goal statement is I want it to be 80 kg. And that is why now we are doing a project. In the next 6 months, we want to reduce the weight from 90 kg to 80 kg. Now, typically what happens, such improvements are dreams of every individual or every employee, every staff member, every person in the company. I'm not talking about the weight reduction. I'm talking about generally improving the production from 100 tons per day to 110 per day. These are another projects. Reducing the defect levels from 5% to 10%, 5% to 2%. Reducing the scrap from 20% to 10%. These are all examples of improvement projects. Now, everyone has got this in mind, but they can't achieve it. The reason being, there is no structured improvement methodology available or executed. So in the define phase, you form a team. Here in my case, I formed a team. My family members, my doctor, my dietitian, they were all they were all my team members of my project. And we defined our problem and goal state. In the measure phase, we measure the extent of the problem. So we collected the data. One day I was 90.3 kg, another day I was 89.2 kg, 90.3 kg, 90.2 kg. So if you keep on collecting some data, you'll find that most of the time I was 90, but sometimes I was going up to 91.5. Never I was going above 91.5. Never I was going below 88.5. Yeah. This is known as normal distribution. Now, it's very interesting to know that all the repetitive processes in the world, they follow normal distribution. Normal distribution is like a bell-shaped curve. If I take the age of all the people who are attending this webinar, it is normally distributed. If I take the salary of people who are attending this webinar, it will be normally distributed. If you take your time of travel from your home to office every day, it will be normally distributed. On an average, you are taking, let's say, 30 minutes. Sometimes you are going up to 45 minutes. Sometimes you are going to 15 minutes. So most of the time, you are taking 30 minutes, but fewer and fewer times as you go away from 30, the number of times you take that much of time reduces. So this is true for all processes. So this is our measure phase. We understand our process. Okay. So I was between 88.5 up to 91.5 kgs. And this is how my weight was fluctuating for the last 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. And if I do nothing, I'll continue to operate in the same format. Okay. So this, we call it as control chart. So I made my control chart. Control chart means it tells me how I am performing today. So most of the time I am between 88.5 to 91.5. Am I happy? No, of course not. I would like to improve it. In the analyze phase, we find the causes. Why? What is causing this problem? There's a tool called fishbone diagram or cause and effect diagram. Looks like a fishbone. So whatever you want to improve, we generally designate it as why. And what are the factors which are influencing our why? We enlist here. We call it as cause and effect diagram, a fishbone diagram. So I created a fishbone diagram of why my weight is high. Can you tell me what could be the reasons? Just give me some reasons. Can you give me some reasons? Just give me some reasons. So some of you are telling Diet, yeah, diet, portion of diet, drinking soda, okay, eating too much, wrong habits, no practices, high protein food, extra intake of food, unhealthy food. So you are talking mostly about food, okay, no walk, no exercise, okay, carelessness, sedentary lifestyle, eat and sleep. Oh, Mr. Ahmed, thank you for that. Sleep, yeah, sleep. It appears you have done the project. Yeah. Lifestyle, Rehan, Noor, Aishwarya, Maheshwaran, everyone is right. Yes. So if I were to list down, now I'm not doing it because it's just I'm telling to tell you. So I list down all the causes. Richard, Naved, Sienna is telling night shifts. Yes. All these things, if you put, that becomes our cause and effect diagram. But there is one tool called Pareto analysis. Pareto. What is Pareto? It is also known as 80-20 rule. 80-20 rule means actually Mr. Wilfredo Pareto was an Italian economist in 17th and 18th century. He found that 80% of the land in Italy was owned by 20% of the people, or 80% of the money was with 20% of the people. He called this as 80-20 rule. Then he also found something very interesting. This 80-20 rule was applicable everywhere, not only in wealth, but other, like 80% of the crop production was coming from 20% of the crop types. So, for example, Italy was producing 50 types of crops. 20% of 50 was 10. So, the 10 crops contributed to 80% of the total crop production. Think about your company too. 80% of your revenue is coming from 20% of your customers. So you may have 100 customers, but 20 customers are giving you 80% of the money. So this 80-20 rule is applicable everywhere. Joseph Juran, he applied this to quality, and he found, and he said, 80% of the problem which you are trying to solve is because of 20% of your X factors. Okay, 20% of your X factors. So you have listed so many things, but using data, you have to, now I'll show you how to use data. I promise that last half an hour will be a little bit not so complicated, but yeah, not so easy too. Yeah. So then you should know the power of Six Sigma, right? So towards the end, I will tell you how to make data-oriented decisions. But coming to this, 20% of the total X factors which you have listed are contributing to 80% of your weight of problem. For me, I collected the data, so diet was not a problem, but the portion of the diet, like I was eating good food, but I was eating too much of good food. That was also a problem. Then sleep was a problem. I found out I had sleep apnea. It was disturbing the sleep. So I took some corrective actions. I underwent a surgery, very minor surgery, which corrected the deviation in the nose. And also, I started monitoring my diet. I controlled the portion of the diet. Just two actions I took, and that was my improve phase. The improve phase, I'm acting only on the root causes, not on everything. Why? Because see, we are not able to solve problems because when we look at our problem, there are so many X factors, so many causes. Then we do nothing. But when we do some data-oriented problem-solving technique, we apply Pareto principle using also correlation. There are the different tools also. So you apply these tools, you find the root cause, you can improve, because now you don't have to improve everything. You have to just improve 2 to 3 things, simple root causes. So I took an action on those things, my root causes, and I was able to reduce my weight to 80. Now it is 81 to 79. for the last 6, 7 years. You have to control it also. Yeah, that's important. See, what you have to do from bringing from 90 to 80, there were some special things I took, like I did a nasoplasty surgery. Then I also started monitoring. I understood the concept of portion control, etc. But once I did, after that, I had to sustain it. I should not go back to my original state. So I'm maintaining that. Yeah. And I brought in some control actions in place so that I will be able to sustain this for a long, long time. We call it as control. Okay. So this was a DMAT project. Now as I see, if you want to learn things in detail, whenever I give you a tool, you will also get here in the chat box. I have explained Pareto in a beautiful video, nicely made video. They were all before ChatGPT came in, this. So you just imagine 5 years ago also, I was making some good videos, right? Now it is so easy to make videos, but earlier I used to make videos without ChatGPT. So these videos are given. So Pareto analysis is explained. Please watch that. I've explained step-by-step method of doing a Pareto analysis using a simple example, and you will understand this in better way. Similarly, I did escape. I told about escape analysis. Escape analysis video is also given with a good example from the industry. You can watch those videos because I can't keep on explaining every tool. But here, please store these. These are all free things for you. So please store these links, and watch them later on. Spend a little bit, 1 or 2 hours extra after this session. It is a very good investment. One more thing I will strongly tell you. Please watch the video of the FMEA, failure modes and effects analysis. Very, very beautiful tool. How to improve any process. Just 2 hours of FMEA on any process, you can get excellent results. You can implement it right away. Next Monday, when you are going to your office, you can do an FMEA on any process you want, and you can see the results. And you can write to me. You can write on my LinkedIn. I'm available on LinkedIn. You can connect with me, follow me there. And if once you do that, I'll be happy to accept your invitation. And if you can watch, you can write to me on LinkedIn that, you applied FMEA, failure modes and effects analysis. And I can guarantee, you will get some excellent applause from your senior management. I have explained again FMEA in a very, very simple day-to-day life example. And but FMEA was used by Apollo missions, when you're sending the rockets to the moon, etc. They use those techniques there. So why your own processes? So FMEA link, my team can provide the FMEA link here. Okay. I'm just, and please, at least if you were to watch only one thing, you please watch that. In fact, it has got 2 million views. It has got 2 million views. I think that should motivate you. Okay, where is our team has not given the FME link? I'll just put it anyway. If my team is not able to, you just search in YouTube. Go to YouTube, FMEA and Anexas. If you just type these Anexas, FMEA, you just type these 2 words, you will get. My team can also do that in case they are there. Yeah, FMEA analysis. Yeah, this is the YouTube video. Yes, my team has given here. You can have a watch. So please store these links. Okay, later on, please watch. Don't get busy with something else after this training program. Keep up the learning process. Okay, so in the define phase, generally what happens when you are starting the define phase, you formed teams. So now coming back to our recruitment process, recruitment cycle time. We want to reduce the recruitment cycle time. So we have got our process. What is the process you have identified? Recruitment process. You have to identify who is the green belt. So these are the green belts who will be doing the projects. Master black belt. So here, master black belt was me. I was the master black belt. This was done in 2011. Okay, long time ago. And process owner was recruitment manager. So process owner is the manager of the process in whose process we are doing the project. And the champion or the sponsor is the head of the department, who's under whose department we are doing the project. Sorry. Yeah. So here, you can keep getting phones, in between. Yeah. So here, when you are starting your DMAC process, you identify the team. So this is our team members. So you always identify champion, process owner, master black belt, and green belts. Then you start with the SIPOC, because problems are in the processes, not in the people. Problems are in the systems. Now, let me tell you, this is, let us say, any organization. Okay. And if you remember, I showed you something called value stream map. You can make a systems map of that organization. Imagine that, you have done the same thing here. They're producing an output, customers, etc. Just imagine like that. I'm not going to make it. Now, in this organization, let us say 1,000 people are working. They go at 9 a.m. in the morning and they go out at 5 p.m. in the evening. Now, ask any employee, what is your target today to make mistakes, or how many customer complaints you would like to reduce, to receive today? What is your target of customer complaints? None of them will say that I want to commit so many mistakes or I want to receive so many complaints. They will always say, well, I will do my best so that I don't receive any customer complaint. But what happens? In reality, what happens? In reality, you will find when they come out at 5 p.m., organization has received 50 customer complaints. Yeah. It is not necessarily 50. This also, the organization, we can make a control chart of our customer complaints. You will find historically, customer complaints are between, they also follow this distribution. Most of the time, we are seeing 50, sometimes never going beyond 65, never going below 35. So this is the status of that organization. Does it mean that these 1,000 employees have a target? Every day they think in the mind, today, collectively, we will produce 35 to 65 customer complaints. Does it look like that? It appears like that, but it is not the reality. None of the employees want to commit any mistakes. But who commits the mistake then? Actually, it is the system. What is inside the processes, the SOPs, the way we train our people, the way we maintain our machinery, the way we maintain our relationships, the way we create our SOP or follow our SOPs. These are producing these 50 customer complaints. So the problems are in the processes and systems. So you always attack the process. Yeah. Don't attack the people. 85% of the problems are due to systems and processes. Only 15% is contributed by the people. So first we start with the SIPOC. What is the basic recruitment process? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to describe that right now, but you identify the customers. What are the outputs? Output is recruited employee. Who's the customer of receiving the recruitment employee? Departments. What are the inputs? IT system, job description, CVs, etc. These are the inputs. Who are the suppliers of these inputs? This is what is SIPOC for our recruitment process. We start with that. The measure of the output, the measure of the output. This is the output measure. If you remember, it is also known as CTQ. One of the measure is recruitment cycle time. That is what we are improving. There could be other measures also, but we are not touching that. We take only one CTQ. Now we have got our measure. Recruitment cycle time, also we designate it as Y. Remember that Y? Whatever we want to improve, that measure is called as Y. But this is output measure. Output is dependent on X factors. So the measures on inputs and processes, we call them as X factors. What is a typical example? Like, for example, time taken to interview the candidate, time taken to develop the mobilization plan, CV is available or not available, IT system, it is available or not, job description is available or not. These all influence our Y. These are the X factors. It influences the Y. Y is the result. You can't do anything to the result. It is not in your control. What is in your control or influence? X factors. If you take care of X factors, if you take care of the process and inputs, the system will deliver the Y. So results are not in your hand. Only X factors are in your hand. So if you just keep on worrying about results, it will just increase your cortisol levels or stress levels, nothing else. But you will not achieve. Like suppose you are worried about, oh, my recruitment time is very high, very high. Last month it was 70 days, 60 days. It is all history. You can't do anything about it. You can monitor it, but you can do something about the X factors. Which of the X factors is influencing, you will find out by using data analysis. Now, there are two types of data. Now, let me talk about a little bit about, if you are okay to take a little bit of statistical topic. I'll keep it simple, but yeah, everything is simple, to be very honest. In Lean Six Sigma, everything is simple. We make it so simple. I've been conducting this training for the last 25 years. So I know how to make you understand. Now, of course, this is a webinar. I can't interact directly with you, but I'll try to, make you understand as much as possible in the shortest possible time. So there are two types of data. Okay. First, you remember, you cannot improve if you cannot measure, and you can measure everything. How? There are two types of data: continuous data and attribute data. Okay. Continuous data is continuous in nature, means like, this is a number line between minus infinity to plus infinity. Any number can be represented on this number line. Like my age, 57.4 years. And this is my age. Now, it has got a unit, and also it has got possibility of a decimal point. Can you see that possibility of a decimal point? So this is how we recognize a continuous data. Yeah, continuous data is like procurement time. A 30, 50 samples, you can give a good estimation using a histogram. You will find like age of the people who are attending this session. If I collect everyone's age, most of you probably are 35 around. Some are up to 40, 45, very few people above 45, and very few people below 20. So this is how the distribution will look like. Okay. This is continuous data. I'll revise it for you one more time using a video. What is attribute data? Attribute data is something which is categorical in nature. Good, bad, satisfied, not satisfied. So the things which we feel cannot be measured. We can always measure using attribute data. Let me show you.
Hi, I'm Amit.
Data, and then I can always attribute data, age, height, data continuously measured. Then go back to rule number 2. Well, jokes apart, the third rule can be if you think something cannot be measured, then probably it is attribute data. Now let me tell you, how can you measure anything? There are two types of data, continuous data and attribute data. Continuous data can be represented on a number line. It can have a decimal place. It can also have a unit. Say, for example, age, height. Age is 52.5 years. That's my age.
That was my age no, 5 years ago.
Hi, I'm Amitabh Saxena, and thanks for.
Age is 52.5 years. That's my age. Height, maybe 180.1 centimeters. Cycle time of a process, 3.5 hours. Or procurement time in an organization, 120.3 days. These are all continuous data because they all have a possibility of a decimal, means they can be expressed in decimal points, and also they all have a unit. Now let us talk about attribute data. Attribute data can be expressed in categories, and categories can be counted. Say, for example, if you want to measure happiness, so easiest way to measure any attribute data is to create a category, and if possible, you can create a binary category. A presence or absence of that attribute can be one of the simplest categories. So if I take the example of happiness, two categories I can create: happy, unhappy. So if I want to increase the happiness in the employees in the organization, then I can always count how many employees are happy. Let's say 60 employees are happy and 40 employees are unhappy. I can express this as proportion. That means proportion of happy employees in my organization is 0.6 and proportion of unhappy employees is 0.4. And it can also be expressed as percentage. Now this proportion.
So just to reiterate, here we are trying to measure happiness. So best way to measure anything which we feel cannot be measured is to create category. Presence or absence of that particular attribute can be always, two categories can always be created. Now we wanted to increase the happiness of our employees. So we have measured it 60% today. You said count is only 60 or 61 or 62, it cannot be 60.3. And this is proportion. Proportion means portion out of 1. If the circle is 1, what portion belongs to happy? 0.6. What portion belongs to unhappy? 0.4. You can also make it percentage. So this becomes 60% and this becomes 40%. Okay. So we can express our attribute data like this. Now, what is the purpose of measuring? Purpose of measuring is to improve. So 60% of the employees are unhappy today, happy today, and we would like to increase to 80%. We can do a project. Then we can do a root cause analysis, why employees are unhappy, what are the top 2, 3, 4 reasons, and act on those 2, 3, 4 reasons using a structured approach. So unless you measure, you can't improve. Okay. We also create a project charter. In the define phase, we create a project charter. Here, problem statement is written that we are taking 50 days now and we would like to reduce it to 30 days. And this becomes our project chart. In the measure phase, we understand that y is function of x. Y is function of x. Means y depends is on the x factors. So you have to identify the y is our what we want to improve, and x factor is something which is influencing the y. Why we are interested in the x factors also? Because y is the effect, x is the cause. Y is the symptom, x is a problem. Y is we can monitor, x we can control. Okay. So we measure the, we make your histogram now, and also calculate the sigma level. So I just wanted to show you how the project is done. Actually, the calculation of sigma level is not in the syllabus of yellow belt, so I'll not talk about it. But very easily, I'll just make a brief mention that first you identify a defect. What is a defect in our process? So any recruitment taking more than 60 days is a defect. So I am making 27 defects out of 47. So in 1 million, how many defects I will make? So we calculate the DPMO. They calculated it and they found that there are 62% people being recruited late, or 627,000 defects in 1 million opportunities, which corresponds to the sigma level of 1.14. So definitely there is a scope for improvement and we will improve it. So overall, we want to reduce our recruitment cycle time, and fewer and fewer employees should be recruited below, more than 60 days. You should not go, almost not go, but at times, even if you are going, it should be 2, 3%, 4%, not so much. Analyze phase. There are two doors we can follow. We can say lean and Six Sigma. The lean door, you do the as-is plus map, do a Gemba walk. Gemba means go to the field, go to the place of action, map the process, identify the waste. In the data door, you can do cause and effect diagram and lot of other tools. Maybe we'll describe two of them. If time permits, I'll describe box plots and scatter plots also. So first you map the process in detail using Gemba walk. And then you apply escape technique. Those who are present right from the beginning, they know what is escape. If you don't know, but you can watch the video, which will be given in the chat box, escape video. You can apply escape technique. Can I eliminate? Yes, I can eliminate these things, and I combine this. I can automate these 4 steps, and you redesign the process. And if you follow the data door, you invite everyone to think about all the possible causes. What is creating this issue? Why the recruitment cycle times are high? They can make a cause and effect diagram. They have created lots of, they have thought of so many brainstorming. This is the brainstorming technique. You brainstorm on all the possible causes. Then you vote. You can use red dot voting. There are lots of voting techniques. Or best is the data oriented. You collect the data. Look at the 50, 60 delayed recruitments and assign a cause to it. You will find some of the causes are appearing again and again. So whichever way you want, you arrange them in the descending order and then create a Pareto chart. Now, let me show you, because time is there. I will show you how it is done in a real life scenario. So this data actually, this is all data oriented, right? So first we collected the data. In the measure phase, if you remember, we collected the data. One person was recruited in 52 days, 47 days. We make a histogram. So you know average is this much. There's something called standard deviation. If you're interested, you can watch my video on standard deviation. I'm not going to talk about it in today's session. I keep choosing some tools this time. In the last yellow belt training, I had spoken about the standard deviation. This time I'm speaking about other tools. But basically, as a yellow belt, you don't have to learn the tools. You have to just understand these tools exist. That's it. So very easily you can see here, this is how our process is looking like. And you can also make a control chart to understand how your process is performing. There's something called control charts can be done. So this is about process performance. In our company, the recruitments are taking place between, now you see, the top ones are 36 days to 64 days. They are taking between 36 days. That's how we are typically behaving. Okay. We can improve it. So we did a cause and effect diagram. When you're doing a cause and effect diagram, Ishikawa, one quality guru called Ishikawa, he gave us the fishbone diagram. Cause and effect diagram, fishbone diagram, Ishikawa diagram. These are all three names of the same tool. He said that if you want to think about all the issues, problems, first think about the causes. Try to brainstorm on all the possible causes. And how to brainstorm on the causes? He gave a trick. He said, if you ask these 6 questions, what are the man-related? Man means manpower, personal, people-related issues. Machine, to make it 6 M's, you can remember that. Man, manpower, machine, material, measurement, and mother nature, if you want to make it N, mother nature, and method. So think about these branches, try to brainstorm on all the possible X factors related to those branches. You will possibly get a lot of X factors. This is what Ishikawa told us. And then most of the people nowadays, they follow that 6M technique also, they call it 6M technique. So here we have brainstormed, and that's the team also brainstormed it. And you can make, nowadays, I'm using Minitab. When you join our green belt and black belt session, you get this Minitab also. We train you how to use this Minitab. It's very few clicks. Nowadays, everything is automated. Don't have to do too much of effort. All AI. You should see, ultimately, you should be able to improve the process. Yeah. So we tell you how to improve the process, how to use those tools. So they have got cause and effect diagram. Then you list down what are the possible causes, what are the reasons of these delays. So you make reasons of these delays. Some reasons will be appearing more. Like, say, for example, if we have created, although it's not required to create this type of table, but here we have counted and created. You see that most of the time, assessment time, people feel the causes attributed in our data, which we collected, that 13 times assessment time was, look at assessment time. We can make a chart in the descending order, which is the highest and which is the lowest. You find that assessment time is appearing for the highest, 14 times it is appearing. Job description not available is reason appearing for 10 times. Approval time, 7 times. Types of hiring, delegation. See, these are all different reasons, depending on what was the cause assigned to that particular delayed recruitment. So you'll find that you can also calculate the percentage contribution of each of these causes. So if you see, 35% is contributed by the assessment time. Job description not available is contributing 25% of the total causes, and so on and so forth. Now, 80-20 rule, if you want to apply, you can say that first 2 causes together are contributing 35 plus 25. 35 plus 25%, that is 60%. First 3, this line, this top line is actually the cumulative line, means you are adding together assessment time percentage and job not, this JD not available percentage. You combine together, it becomes 60%. First 3 combined together, it becomes 77%. First 4 combined together becomes 92%. So if you solve or take care of these 3, 4, you will solve your problems. Okay. Yeah. So my team is they have also put fishbone diagram, Pareto analysis. These links are given if you want to learn Using very, very simple examples, I have taught these tools independently. Yellow belt, I'm just making a brief mention. But if you want to study those tools, you can always watch these. And they are all free resources. Everything is free for you. So only if you are okay, you can go to our Anexas channel and subscribe to that channel. That will help us to sustain these programs totally free of cost. And I keep giving those types of seminars almost every month. So you can also tell your friends to attend those seminars and webinars. And also, if you want to become a green belt or a black belt, you can always join our sessions. Now, going further, we have done. Okay, still we have time, so let me talk. I'll go into the details now. Now we have got some data with us. Now a green belt or a black belt, they don't trust anyone except the data. They keep questioning like a scientist. They're never happy. They keep questioning, doing research. So here we are telling this assessment time is the biggest issue. Okay. Is it a real big issue? Let us further explore. Some more data was collected. Some more X factors for added here: approval time, job description, type of hiring, assessment time, job description available, not available. You can imagine job description is attribute type of data. Approval time is continuous data. Type of hiring is attribute data. Assessment time is continuous data. Recruitment cycle time is continuous data. Yeah. Some people are asking, is the certificate free? Yeah, a certificate is also free. You can download the certificate, yes. Our fees is only that please like this video and also subscribe to my channel if you want, if you feel like it. Otherwise, everything is free. Don't worry. Yeah. And the green belt, there is very, very, very nominal cost. If you want face-to-face, obviously, then it's a little costly. But if you want virtual training, it is not so costly. And also, you have a lifetime association with me. I'm still in touch with those people who I trained 25 years ago. They are all CEOs and CXOs. They keep offering jobs to our alumni. And they also keep giving me jobs in the sense assignments. So I'm pretty busy. I keep wandering. Right now, today I'm in Riyadh. Tomorrow I'm traveling to Dubai. After that to Bangalore, then Chennai, then Pune, then Melbourne, then Sydney. So this is how my schedule is. And Lean Six Sigma has really helped me a lot to help a lot of companies and individuals achieve excellence and also improve their careers. And I'm really happy. I'm absolutely happy with this kind of life. And I invite you to live this kind of life too. So if you want, you can register in my training programs. Yeah, now coming back. So here we want to now validate, is recruitment time actually getting affected by the approval? So there are certain rules of data analysis when you are dealing with continuous data and continuous data. When both types of data are continuous, you can make okay, I'll write it here, or I think I've written here. Yeah, here. Yeah. See, if you are analyzing single column, it is continuous data, you can make a histogram. I showed you, right? Recruitment cycle time. If it's attribute data, like reasons of delay, you can do a Pareto chart or pie chart or a bar chart. And if there are two columns, one is continuous and one is attribute, you can analyze the data, the relationship between the two factors, X and Y, using box plot. If both are continuous and continuous, you can use a scatter plot. Both are attribute, you can use Pareto chart. Okay. I'm not going to go into the details of hypothesis test. That is also very easy. But now, at least 10 minutes, I think this is good enough for you to demonstrate the scatter plots and box plots. So here, recruitment cycle time and approval time. They are both continuous data. Is approval time affecting the recruitment time? Is it the root cause? Okay. As a scientist, we'll say, well, we don't know. So what we do, we plot this data, continuous data and continuous data. If we see that something like this is there, we say yes. Let's say approval time and recruitment time. If there is a relationship, either positive or negative, we say approval time matters. Please do something about approval time. If it is positive relationship, you say reduce the approval time and you will improve or reduce the recruitment time. But suppose that data is like this, no relationship. There's no relationship. Then you will say you will be wasting your time to improve the approval process, and reducing the approval time will not guarantee to reduce the recruitment cycle time because there is no relationship. So you will leave that X factor, you will drop that X factor. But if that is the case, if there is a relationship, then you have got the X factor, you have got the root cause. So we call it as root cause validation. Let us do that. Let us try to find out recruitment cycle time and approval time. Is approval time the root cause? Okay, let us do a scatter plot. Well, it appears that they are related, and I think approval time reduction will help me. And I should do something about the approval process. It will impact the recruitment time. How about recruitment time and assessment time? Well, let us see. Is assessment time is a problem in our company? Doesn't look like. Let us not worry about assessment time. It has nothing to do. Like assessment is completing in 17 days also. You take 45 days or 55 days. There's no relation. It doesn't mean that if I am able to reduce assessment time, there's no guarantee that it will reduce my recruitment time. So that is not the root cause. So this is how you validate. I think one more validation I will show you. Recruitment time and job description availability. Now here, job description availability is attribute data and recruitment time is continuous data. I cannot use scatter plot. Then I will use, and you don't have to remember, I can use box plot, continuous and attribute data, right? By the way, for yellow belt, all these things were not required to be covered, but there was time, so I just covered it. So I'm just taking you a little bit more, giving you a little bit more knowledge than required for a yellow belt, but no harm in taking, right? So here, if I do a box plot, what happens here is, it tells me that when the job description is available, the recruitment time is less. And the job description is not available, recruitment time is high. Okay. Let me describe what do you need with box plot. Box plot means, suppose, let me take a simple example. Whenever you have, this is continuous data and this is attribute data. Let's say I want to see whether my production is affected by the shift. I have morning, evening, and night shift. This is attribute data, right? Shift is morning, evening, night is attribute data. I cannot make a scatter plot. I can make a box plot. Morning, my production is this. Evening, my production is high. Night, my production is like this. 10, 15 days of production if I take. So here in this case, if the boxes are not parallel to each other, they're not overlapping, I would say that shift is a important factor. I would say that evening we produce more, night we produce less. I should do something about the night shifts. But suppose this was the data. Morning, evening, night. I'll say, well, shift is nothing to do with it. Don't worry about the shift. If you want to improve the production, look somewhere else. But in this case, in this case A, we could have said, well, let us apply the best practices of evening shift to the night shift. But here, there's no, the shift is not the root cause. Something else is the root cause. Look for other, like machine downtime, maybe machine downtime. More the machine downtime. It is continuous data and production. Machine downtime increases, production decreases, means machine downtime is the real problem. So you have to validate using data. Don't throw the solutions blindly. And that's what we do in our Six Sigma, Lean and Six Sigma. So we learned lots of things. I invite you to the interactive live training, recording available for lifetime access. 2 projects are done in the class. Project guidance provided. And I have not finished. I will take you through the improve phase also. Don't worry. But just wanted to tell you lifetime association with me. So I still have some time to go. So you can be associated with me. I can keep guiding. I keep personal guidance I give. I've got a lot of time. I work at leisure. I'm not in a hurry or trying to grow business, etc. I'm a simple person who believe in personal touch, personal rapport, personal connections. You can connect with me. Those who joined a little late, I invited you to connect to my LinkedIn profile. You can always do that. Okay, so then once you have got the root causes, once you got your root causes, you can, there are different tools, techniques of generating ideas. I'll give you some techniques are given in the chat box. You can always have a look at that chat box and you can always see them and watch them. And then here, just give me 1 minute. Also, I told you about a very, very powerful tool. You can always see this. If not anything else, go for this for sure. And here we have got, here we did apply all the things, whatever we are here talking about. So here, root causes, these are the root causes applicable. Once we have got the root causes, just give me 1 minute. I think someone's calling me. So the root causes, once you have got the root causes, you also give actions. And not only give actions, you take an action on them. Once you take an action, you make an implementation plan. That's what this team did. And when they implemented, they put some control actions in place. They should sustain this gain. It should not happen that you reduce the recruitment cycle time and you again went back to your original state. It should not happen. So the control phase is also important. So this was the result, final result. The recruitment cycle time got reduced before and after. Yeah. There was before and after recruitment cycle time. Very clearly, the control charts showed that there was a substantial, statistically significant difference between the two. And this is like a real good project. Means there's a statistical proof that your process has improved and it has sustained the gains over a long period of time. Yeah. Let's play this game. So ladies and gentlemen, here's this chance to become a green belt. The inputs to the process are called. Right answer will give you $10,000. Wrong answer will not give you anything. Okay, just virtual game, virtual money. The inputs to a process are called the X factors, device, out of the scope, or gauge R and R. What is the right answer? Fastest finger first. Yes. Let's see who gives the right answer first. Oh, there's so many of them. Okay. Lots of people have the right answer. Almost everyone. Rafiq, Richard, Sheikh, Vasanta, Ojali, John. Okay. Shobhit. Shobhit had given nothing. You were the first one. But yeah, everyone, lots of people have given the right answer. Here's the next question. Output of a process is, Shahid also had given, Akash, Arvind, everyone has given. Lots of people have given. Now, this one. Output of a process is what? What the customer sees, out of scope, the big X, or not measurable? Yes. Yes, it is A. What the output of a process is what the customer sees. Yes. Which of the following is not a deliverable of DMAC analyze phase? Which of the following is not a deliverable of the DMAC analyze phase? Right answer will give you $1 million, the final question. Wrong answer will take you back to $10,000. Yes, final question. Should we lock it? Are you sure about it? Which is not the deliverable of DMAC analyze phase? Not a deliverable. It's saying not a deliverable. Not a deliverable. It is not a deliverable. In the analyze phase, actually you get the root cause, but it is a deliverable. But what is not a deliverable? It is asking. Yes, C is the right. C is the right answer. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so you have reasons to collect the data now. Large data can be also handled in few clicks. Graphical tools can be easily interpreted. Nowadays, everything is automated. Learn those skills and make yourself ready for the future. If you would like to become the most valuable person in the company by applying, so here's the question. If you can post the question, please. Would you like to become a green belt or a black belt? So here is a question. My team is going to post a question here. Certification link will be shared in their email, in your email. Okay. Certification link will be shared when, so just receive your email, click on that link, and you download your certificate. Okay. So here I have asked a question. If you can answer this question. So just that accordingly, I will send you the information too. So if you are interested, you can always. So there are three ways of attending my sessions. One is a virtual training program, the way we are doing it in the classroom on online. Another is self-learning. You will get all the videos. You can watch the videos and also you can complete. And Saturdays for those people, we have Saturdays for both the people. Both Saturdays we have got project sessions. We do projects. We guide you in the projects. So all our alumni, they join from previous batches and they can also share their projects. Okay. So how confident are you are to apply? So most of your people are telling very confident, somewhat confident. Okay, that's great. Still need more guidance. Okay, come to my sessions. Great. Great. Super. So right now, I did not teach you any tool. I did not train you in any of the tools. I just showed you. Okay. So welcome to my training. If you want, please join my sessions. My team will give you the dates. My team, can you please give the dates?
Can you please unshare your screen, sir?
Yeah. So these are the dates given, and you can always have a look. And you can join these dates. We have got 4 options: morning 2-hour session, evening 2-hour session on a weekdays, and weekends we have got Friday, Saturday one batch, and one is Saturday and Sunday batch. Yeah. Shivani is telling, okay. Oh, thank you, Shivani. Thanks a lot. Shivani Singh, thanks a lot. Thanks for your kind words, and we are happy to welcome you for the trainings. Yeah. Yes, Saqib will take care. No, not to worry. Okay. So you'll be getting links, receiving links to download your certificates. These are our date timings for evening timings, morning timings. We have 2-hour morning sessions on weekdays, evening sessions 2-hour weekdays, Saturdays, Sundays, and Friday, Saturdays. So 4 options are there, and the starting dates are also mentioned here. You can you can register. Can you give the registration link, please, for our training programs? Uh, I don't see the registration link here. You can register um, using this link. I'm putting the link here. Uh, yeah, all there are accreditations. All the accreditations are there. All the certificates are recognized worldwide. Okay, so a team can put the. Is it possible for you to put the? So there are some discounts applicable, so you can always look for discounts. If you are taking green belt, black belt, and master black belt, then it's a very, very powerful combination. One of the program you get totally free, and some more discounts are applicable. You can always ask for those discounts. Yeah, and yeah. So now, can I have the screen, please? So ask for the discounts. If you are registered today or tomorrow, you can get a good discount. And also, if you want to register right away, my team, do you have the registration link here? If you can post that here to register for the training. I have got certain questions. Okay. Okay. Registration link, yes. So here's the registration link for our trainings. If you want, you can please register for the links. Registration. So if you register today or tomorrow, you will get some good discounts. Very, very heavy discounts. And some of the courses, we have got BI course, other online data science course, self-learning data science. You can get everything for free if you register for those courses. Certificates will be sent. There is a link which is going to be sent to your email. So you can always register, go and click the link, and you can download your certificate from there. Yeah. So Sakir is asking, what about ISO certification? No, we don't do the ISO certification. We are only doing Lean Six Sigma, data science, AI, CPHQ. CPHQ is also we are doing certified professional in healthcare quality. Those who are from healthcare. PMP, we are authorized training partner of PMI. We also do PMP training. PMP training is also very interesting, and I do a 2-hour introduction to project management, usually during those days. So you can watch out and you can attend those sessions also. Great. So let me show you some of the yeah. So some of the clients, they have spoken, or some work we have done. So let me show you that. How typically you implement Lean Six Sigma in an organization. So let me talk about that also. And so those who want to learn more, they can learn more. Typically, how we implement Lean Six Sigma in a company. Okay. So what is the process? So first we identify the process. So suppose you tell me to implement Lean Six Sigma in your company. So I'm not talking about now certificates. Certification you can do online or in-house also. But if you were to implement full Lean Six Sigma certification, and I'm more than happy to help you in case your organization is looking forward to that, we identify the projects with different processes. We make a steering committee as your senior management. and they are given, along with the head of the department, they are given a champions training. They are told about what is Six Sigma, like the way we did today, but from senior management perspective. So there we won't teach you them tools and techniques like the way we taught you. We just tell them what is expected from Lead Six Sigma, how it is implemented, how to nominate the green belts and black belts. They have to, after they undergo the training, they nominate the black belts and green belts, and they allocate the projects to them. And these projects, these green belts and black belts are guided by us. So we do the training, first to champions training for the senior management. Then we identify the projects. We do the green belts and black belt training, and then we facilitate the projects. We guide them. So we created an infrastructure, conduct the training. We also provide project support and then hand over the things to you. Like for example, so let's say we conducted, this was, okay, let me show you this as well. So this is one of the Swiss company, biggest pharmaceutical company based in Switzerland. We are doing the champions training, telling the senior management using the business game, what is it. Once they learned about it, then we are, they nominate. Now I'm taking examples from different companies. So another company, they are nominated. Now green belts and black belts are nominated. They are in the classroom.
Your team name, 1, 2, 3. Anti-Muda. And your slogan, 1, 2, 3. Green air go. Okay. And your song, 1, 2, 3. Here it goes.
Let's go green. Let's go green. Let's go green. We are the champions. We are the team.
Wow.
Yay! Well done.
And your team name, 1, 2, 3.
Una squadra.
Your slogan, 1, 2, 3.
Together.
So this way they start the training. They come to the training. These people are doing the projects in groups. And there are, let's say, 5 groups. So 5 projects are done over the next 3 to 6 months. And once they complete the project, they present the project to senior management. This is about National Healthcare Service in UK. We had done lots of projects there, lots of implementations we have done there. So here,
Well, we
person
have Alex with us,
presented his
and he
project.
has done excellent Lean and Six Sigma projects in National Healthcare
Then they
Service
get certified.
and in hospitals. So, Alex, would you like to tell us something about it?
Hello, I'm Alex Wells, Head of Service Improvements at the Royal Liverpool University Hospital. I've been really fortunate to present today on how us as a trust are using Lean and Six Sigma principles to deliver better care for our patients. I've presented today on a lot of the work that we've done around how we've improved patient outcomes, reducing mortality, improving length of stay, and also talked about how we can actually realise some financial benefits from that. Over the past 2 years, we've been really fortunate that we've done some good work, and it's actually delivered us £2 million worth of quality efficiencies through delivering better patient care.
So lots of organizations we have got. I'll not show so many.
Hi, my name is Rajiv. I work with
So many of them. Yeah, and it is like a ongoing journey. You know, like this one. Maybe you can.
My name is Mohammed Al-Bayati. I'm the CEO of NAPL. Through Anexas, Mr. Amitabh has teach me and more than 1,000 employee of NAPL, Six Sigma and Lean processes. This affected our bottom lines by millions of riyals, and it is having a big impact in changing our company from a local company to a regional or multinational company. Thanks to Anexas and Mr. Amitabh. Thank you very much.
Okay, so there are lots of credentials. I think this one maybe I'll show you.
So taking sale per capita
Time.
so I was eager. and we went through a few topics.
Every minute that guest waits in a queue line, the reliability of rides here at Ferrari World at Abu Dhabi. Headed straight here to Formula. So I reached out to our operations team and we headed straight here to Formula Rossa, one of the signature rides here at Ferrari World at Abu Dhabi, and we decided to work on how we could increase the reliability of the time it takes to update our queue time boards, because as you know, every minute that guest waits in a queue line is super important.
We had the brainstorming session with the team and we went through a few topics and then we chose the most appropriate one for the course. The chosen topic was reduce facilities management service request closeout time.
So I was eager to use statistics and data analytics to solve a business challenge. One of the challenges we had is the erosion of the retail per capita spend in Ferrari World Abu Dhabi, and that was my topic.
Well, actually, being an HR professional, recruitment lead time has been always a problem across the board. So taking that subject in specific will help me improve onto the recruitment cycle.
So what we had worked on was redesigning the product launch process, which we've now implemented.
We had a discussion within our team and the most critical area that we faced was our closing process. So we decided among ourselves that this is the one that we should go for.
Yeah, the course that we did was a week-long online facilitated course. It was fantastic. It showed us the whole methodology behind Lean Six Sigma, and it also provided a various amount of tools that we could be able to use to improve all of the existing processes that we have here in the park.
Well, it was 1 week training. It was very interesting and always energetic in terms of interaction in the class. Every single day has been different and the knowledge sharing has been remarkable.
This gave us a broader perspective to understand the issues, and it gave us opportunity to do some brainstorming, and we were able to come up with better solutions from a wholesome perspective.
It was a very stimulating experience where we met every day with the colleagues, all very engaged, eager to learn, and keen on and willing to actually pause, step back from their day-to-day work to get some new perspectives. So it was really a refreshing exercise.
When an issue comes to us, we try to think about it from a Lean Six Sigma perspective. We try to define the issue, we make a project charter about it, we try to analyze it. So it has changed the perspective of how we look at issues.
Statistics allowed me to understand the root cause of the problem and come up with the very targeted improvement initiatives that we aim at implementing within the year. So every dirham per cap increase would represent 1 million revenue uplifts in a standard year. So the impact can be significant.
Well, this program is in benefit not just for me as a recruiter, but it helps the whole organization in terms of how we can identify issues, how we can look into problems.
So what's really exciting is that since we completed the course and we implemented all of the changes that we worked through, we have 100% seen a decrease in the time that it takes to upload the queue time boards, which is really cool. And one other really exciting thing is that one of the recommendations that the team and I put forward through in our project, for the project I should say, is that has now been funded through the business. So you'll have to watch this space for more. I can't tell you just yet.
I would say satisfaction, quality, and experience. And I say that because my project was focused on how we can improve the product launch. So we wanted to get customers satisfied and improve the customer experience. And we wanted to improve the quality of the products that we were issuing to guests and the overall process that we had within the business to launch new products.
I would say that it has definitely brought consistency to the team, awesome efficiency for sure. And the only other word I can kind of think of is it's brought alignment, not only alignment within the department, but with all of our rides here, also alignment within the business and even with our competitors. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, so there are lots of seminars coming up and the dates will be given to you in case you are interested. We can watch those webinars also. And yeah, some other industries, if you are interested, I can tell you which industry you would like to see the case study in case if you are still around. Yeah. Which industry you are from. We'll try to put a case, Lean Six Sigma application, and a lot of people are from manufacturing, healthcare. Let's start with the manufacturing. Yeah. Hospitality, in fact, Warner Brother Hotel is our client. What I was showing you, one of the person was from there, hospitality. Telecommunications, okay, telecommunications is also there. My team can pull out maybe manufacturing, and if you want telecommunications, I can put telecommunications first. Let's say telecommunications. Yeah, this one. I'm just putting it.
Hi, I'm Amitabh Saxena, an Anexas Master Black Belt. For telecommunication industry. The businesses are becoming so competitive that if a company fails to meet the expectations of its customers, it will directly impact its sales and reputation. To gain an edge over your competition, you need to improve your efficiency, reduce the defects, reduce errors, increase the customer satisfaction, and increase profits. Seems impossible? It is definitely not impossible. Let's see how we can make it possible using Lean Six Sigma in telecommunication. At Anexas, we have completed many Lean Six Sigma projects for our telecommunication clients. Some of the projects are reducing the billing errors, timeliness of billing, reducing complaints resolution time, increasing circle market share, improving the call completion ratio, which is a result of network quality, timeliness and quality of new schemes that are launched from time to time, improving ARPU, that is average revenue per unit, reducing customer churn, and improving sales productivity. In the telecom industry, Lean Six Sigma can be instrumental in identifying the issues on time. Let me talk about two projects and the tools used in them. The first one is about a telecom company where the order error rate for order provisioning campaigns was 20%. Lean Six Sigma project was taken up by the trained black belts, and they used DMAC methodology of define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Cause and effect diagram was used to brainstorm on all the potential causes, and Pareto analysis, that is 80-20 principle, narrowed down the causes to a vital few, which were incorrect code assignment, duplicate orders, incompatible orders accepted, order entry errors, and code errors. These causes were validated using box plots, scatter plots, and hypothesis tests. Use of FMEA, which is a method of taking preventive actions so that you don't commit an error, along with brainstorming techniques like 635, successfully brought down the order error rate to just 0.5%. This saved $10 million for the company and reduced the customer complaints by 90%. The telecom company has been able to sustain these improvements over the last 5 years using control charts. The second project is about a mobile services provider in Europe and Middle East which faced an issue of value-added services reversal in prepaid connections. DMAC project was undertaken by trained black belts. Root cause analysis and hypothesis tests revealed customer service agents were erroneously deactivating value-added services while providing customer service. Pokayoke was utilized to prevent such mistakes. Oh, what is Pokayoke? Yeah, it is a way to devise a system in a way that even by mistake, you cannot commit a mistake. 5 whys diagram was used where we ask why 5 times to get to the root causes. FMEA was used to find the possible causes of such failure modes in the entire range of customer service activities. Round-robin brainstorming generated many ideas to bring inadvertent errors down. Additional audits were initiated to prevent manual errors which were difficult to eliminate. The change in VAS service was made impossible without customers' recorded concurrence. As 100% recording was initiated, each case became verifiable and led to increased consciousness among the agents. Reduction in VAS reversal complaints led to not only an additional revenue of $5 million, but also resulted in higher customer satisfaction which contributed to increase in market share of the company to make it #1 in the region. I hope now you understand how important Lean Six Sigma is in the telecom industry. Happy learning!
Yeah, we'll show you some more videos, and I think those who want to leave, they can leave. If you want to see the videos for applications of Lean Six Sigma in different industries, you can do that. So over to you, Jan.
The world we have created is the product of our own thinking, and we cannot improve the world without improving our thinking. The long-term chronic problems of manufacturing companies like low productivity, lower machine efficiency, high rework, high inventories, high product wastage can't be solved using only experience, logic, and intuition. You might be a good operations person, a good engineer, or an excellent operator, but you need to have basic knowledge and understanding of some problem solving and process improvement tools too. Here is how Lean Six Sigma can improve your processes in manufacturing. Lean Six Sigma is defined as a business improvement method that aims to maximize the shareholders' value by improving the quality, speed, customer satisfaction, and reduce the costs. It merges tools and principles from both Lean and Six Sigma to do this. It has become the most popular business strategies for deploying continuous improvement in the manufacturing industries. With its help, you can make sure that only essential steps remain in a process. The moment I say Lean Six Sigma techniques, high quality, low cost, increased profits, and customer satisfaction should automatically come to your mind. It is very rightly said that machines are mere pieces of metal if they cannot be made efficient. Lean Six Sigma helps you to do this. What is the core of Lean Six Sigma? It's DMAC. Yes. Define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. It helps you to reduce the existing problems with unknown causes. Here we train the staff of the manufacturing units as the green belts and black belts, and they convert all the problems into improvement projects. So now the difficulties become opportunities. Then they complete these projects and get certified. It's a win-win for both the organization and the employees. Now, how does Lean Six Sigma decrease the cost? Shijo Shingo said that the most hazardous waste is the waste that we do not recognize. Firstly, Lean Six Sigma focuses on removing the 7 wastes like overproduction, transportation, inventory, etc. from a process. In manufacturing sector, this step can lower the cost of a process by leaps and bounds. Secondly, Lean Six Sigma focuses on solving the problems caused by a process. Here we focus on the processes, not on people, because we believe that 85% of the problems are due to the processes and not due to the people. Defects in your product can cost your organization a fortune. So the focus is on reducing the defects by focusing on the processes. Let me talk about some Lean Six Sigma tools that can be used in manufacturing. Value stream mapping, Kanban, 5S, cause and effect analysis, control charts, DMAC, 5 Whys, Kaizen, hypothesis tests, etc., etc., etc. Let us talk about a few. 5S. A well-organized workplace becomes important if you want to eliminate waste and reduce the errors. 5S is the way to do that. Control charts. By understanding the control charts, you can understand the difference between the common causes and special causes. For special causes, you take immediate action, and for common causes, you take long-term actions. Kanban. It is a visualizing tool on maximizing the flow of goods and work without unnecessary inventory or transportation. Then we have 5 Whys. Ask why 5 times, and you will get to the root cause of the problem. Hypothesis tests. They establish the relationship between the outputs and inputs, and you can get the root cause with 95% confidence. Value stream mapping. It is used for defining and assessing the movement of the raw materials from the beginning of the process to delivery to the customer. It is a way in which the current state of a process is documented and the future state is visualized. If you want in-depth knowledge about all the tools and techniques, you can always join my Lean Six Sigma Green Belt and Black Belt training programs. So that was about Lean Six Sigma in manufacturing. I hope you have got a clear picture about why Lean Six Sigma is so important in the manufacturing industry. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you don't want to miss out on our important updates on the tools and techniques of Lean and Six Sigma and even project management. Happy learning!
Hi, I am Anexas Master Black Belt Amitabh Saxena, and let me talk about importance of Lean and Six Sigma in healthcare. Lean Six Sigma concepts are used in industries all over the world to improve a process, eliminate waste, and reduce defects. In the healthcare industry, defects not only affect revenue and customer satisfaction, but they signify the difference between life and death. Lean Six Sigma is critically important in healthcare because it helps in reducing defects that can result in medical errors. There are so many challenges in the healthcare industry, like an aging population, shortage of workers, increasing litigation, and many more that require long-term improvement. Because healthcare industry deals with saving lives, errors cannot be accepted at any cost. So, how does Lean Six Sigma really help? With the help of Lean Six Sigma, you can shorten the waiting times in hospitals. The lesser the people wait, the efficient the hospitals will become. Reduce medication errors and even try to completely eliminate them. Improve turnaround time for lab results. Provide better care at lower costs, ensure that the medical staff makes fewer errors, reduce mortality rates, improve patient care, improve quality, and improve overall patient experience. How can you do that? By training the staff as green belts and black belts and allowing them to do improvement projects. Lean Six Sigma training and certification in healthcare provides the tools needed to address the challenges at various levels. It is a time for the healthcare industry to utilize Lean Six Sigma methods to its fullest and drastically change the healthcare industry for the better. Don't you want to be a part of the industry where patients are happier, physicians want to work for you, the cost is as low as possible, and at the same time efficiency is high? If your answer is yes, then Lean Six Sigma is your choice. We have implemented Lean Six Sigma in more than 25 hospitals worldwide, including ministries of health of 4 countries, and we can help you too.
There are so many stakeholders in construction industry, the customer and the users of your building or construction, the project organization, the contractors, and the staff at the construction site. Lean has something for everyone. Of course, our primary objective is to satisfy the customers, both external and internal, so you can reduce the project delays and quality defects in your organization. You can improve the safety of the employees at the construction site, reduce the inspection times and non-compliances, drastically cut down on the rework resulting from errors. We have even reduced the architectural designing time in many cases to almost 50% of the original time by eliminating the wastes in the process. Once a process has been perfected with the lean methods, there are safeguards as well as checks and balances put into place to ensure that this efficiency continues through the life of a building or structure that has been constructed. In this particular industry, errors mean danger and extremely costly rework using expensive raw materials. So taking the time to eliminate errors before they happen is crucial to the success of any company specializing in constructing any type of building or dwelling. If a construction company is looking to minimize defects, then lean course can really help the bottom line and make a huge difference. You can even combine it with Six Sigma and make it lean and Six Sigma implementation to take the advantage of statistical tools also. The employees take up improvement projects after getting trained as green belts and black belts. They focus on identifying and eliminating any unnecessary waste in that particular system. This is one aspect of lean certification methodology that creates great demand for certified professionals, especially true in the construction industry. A specialized lean certification in construction will give the employees the tools they need to improve the quality of whatever they are building. Lean is a skill set that all of the leading construction companies in the world know to invest in when it comes to hire their employees. Because this eliminates the errors and also improves the quality, customers start to take notice and become loyal to the brand, knowing that they will always be able to get the best possible building at the lowest possible prices. Companies who utilize lean methods know the importance of quality, and the quality of their employees are at the top of the list. Certified employees are a resource that construction companies are willing to invest in. This is why salaries of certified individuals are on an average significantly more than the non-certified colleagues. This also improves the overall corporate culture within a construction company. Because of the certified individuals, everyone knows their role and expectations within the company and exactly how teams need to work together to bring about the positive changes. Do share this video with your friends in construction industry and let me know on what topic I should make my next video. I am a Lean and Six Sigma certified Master Black Belt, have implemented Lean in many construction industries and would like to invite you to my Lean construction training programs. Hi, I'm Amitabh Saxena, a Lean and Six Sigma trainer and consultant, having trained more than 50,000 people worldwide and advised more than 200 organizations worldwide, which includes Fortune 500 organizations also. I'm going to conduct a very specific and special training program for hotel industry. So if you are from hospitality industry, please join my Lean and Six Sigma session and learn how you can benefit from statistical tools and techniques and how you can reduce the costs and the cycle time and create a great experience for your customers. How can Lean and Six Sigma be used in IT? I have implemented Lean and Six Sigma in many IT organizations and each of them have given different benefits. But three benefits have been common to all organizations, and they are improvement in customer satisfaction, reduction of costs, and reduction of cycle times and project delivery times. When applied to IT operations, Lean Six Sigma aims to measure and improve both internal processes such as network speed and reliability and external processes like server response time, etc. Other projects which I have executed in IT industries are reduction of defect density and reduction of issues, on-time project delivery, reduction of rework, improvement of IT help desk services by reducing both time and errors. Lean Six Sigma also helps you to quantify the benefits of IT projects which are implemented within the organization. The Lean Six Sigma tools also help you to improve IT support services. How do we do that? By training the staff of IT companies to use Lean Six Sigma tools and techniques and apply DMAC methodology, that is define, measure, analyze, improve and control. They convert the improvement opportunities in the company to Lean Six Sigma projects and complete them to achieve their certifications as green belts and black belts. So they identify the opportunities, they convert them into the projects, and these employees, after applying Lean Six Sigma tools and techniques, improve the process and get certified. So it's a win-win situation. Lean Six Sigma helps to integrate the process excellence in an IT organization's culture to achieve CMM level 5 too. Now you may ask, strategically, what is the impact on IT organizations after implementing Lean Six Sigma? My answer would be, Lean Six Sigma improves the efficiency of your business and processes, improves the quality of the services you provide, increases the return on investment, improves workforce productivity, and reduces the project completion times. Overall, it helps the organization to deliver faster and more accurate results. To give you examples, some of the tools which have yielded excellent results are use of FMEA. It has resulted in identifying the mistakes and also preventing those mistakes from occurring. Use of control charts have helped many organizations to find the special causes and appropriately take action on it. And then identifying the difference between the common causes and special causes, these organizations have been able to take long-term improvement projects. Kano model has been used to classify the customer requirements into must-haves, good to have, and nice to have, and that has also helped the voice of customer conversion to CTQ, the critical to quality characteristics, the important characteristic, what the customer is looking for. 5 whys, it has helped many organizations to get to the root causes of many issues. So what are you waiting for? Get your Lean Six Sigma certification from Anexas right now. As they say, better late than never.